Virgo, how you doing? Welcome to your Astroflower flare reading of how the sun's eruptions are affecting your monthly reading. So I've done a report on the solar flare, which you can see on Cymatic TV, where we get the message from the Earth and also the chakra sequencing and so forth, and how it's affecting the Earth. So you can go and see that. You'll be able to see some of it around the top of my head at the moment. But here we are on the Astroflower, and let's bring up your flower here, so you can see here the main elements that it will be affecting is air and fire. So as you can see, you have a lot of air inside you, Virgo, very mentally stimulated all the time, Virgo, and you have this air that runs through you like that, coming from Libra, which helps to bring all those beautiful ideas to the surface in your life. And you have this sort of air-fire combination down in petal, at the base of petal 7, but you have, like all earth and all water signs, that crossing point of fire and air, which is just below the surface, which is connecting petals 8, 9 and 10. So this is where we're going to be looking at that crossing point there and see how it plays in your favor. So let's just bring up your Astroflower reading for the month of February, and straight away we can see what's going on at the top here. So you have in petal 8 you have the Emperor and the King of Swords. This is clear judgment, clear owning of your environment, feeling very comfortable for where you are, have a lot of wisdom to offer the world and offer yourself, and living your wisdom fully in the material world in regards to your spiritual path and your emotions and so forth. On the overall energies that are coming through, you have the Justice card and the Ace of Wands. So you're getting this fire that's coming into you and giving this crossing point here, which is allowing new things to break through in your life, because of the energies here is giving you finalization on certain things within your life that is allowing you and freeing you up. And this is part of that purification of February. So that's the overall general energy that's feeding into this sort of wisdom that you have within you with that King of Swords and that sort of Emperor card, or that sort of feeling of confidence that it gives you when you interact within the world and your future as well, and where you're building for your future. And what does it come out in the future on the relationship side? You have Death and Rebirth and the Four of Cups. Now this is a whole birthing of a new plan for you. It's the birthing of that Ace of Wands that's coming through you. With the Four of Cups, you have 3 cups that are there on the ground and 1 cup which is being offered in the air to you. So it's offering you an Ace of Cups, a real sort of divine plan for you that's tied beautifully into your emotions, but at the same time it's not doing it like you've done before, and it's a whole new cycle for you that's coming forward. And this crossing point is trying to do that. It's trying to convert those sort of confidence that you have within you and that wisdom into that new cycle. And I think the beginning of the month, this is what the energy from the sun is trying to do for you. On your financial side, you have a different kettle of fish here. You have the Four of Pentacles and the Moon card. And we've seen that you've come from a place where you know you have a huge amounts of abundance within your life. And you've been trying to see how to put that abundance into play. And now you've decided that this is where you've got to be clinical about where you're going and what you put your time, money and effort into. It's going to bring certain things to the surface that you may not have seen, but it also helps to wash away those things that are not useful in your life. That's what the Moon card will do. And as it does do that, eventually you go out to the 8 of Cups and to the 6 of Wands at the top in the overall outcome. And that crossing point there is in your financial life is helping you to realize what things, the abundances that you do have, and that could be anything from writing, cooking, to open up a restaurant, or could even be finalizing where you can clarify those 2 things and say, I'm going to do a recipe book. that sort of thing, you know, and that's when you can leave the idea of opening a restaurant and heading on to calmer shores, because you know where you're going. And I think the energy is instigating that within your life. What we will look at is the qualities of the fire. So let's just bring up your Astroflower again, and you can see that you've got the air from Libra coming through you, and that fire from Leo as well. And the fire is fixed. It's giving you that clarity on that, on the those passions that you know that you can depend upon, that are reliable, which is going to take you to that new path, take you away from something that may have been sort of just wasting your time, and being a little bit more sort of decisive about where you go on your financial side. And that's because it's the fixed fire of Leo that's coming in. It's very good at creating things, not necessarily good at holding things, like good at making money but not necessarily great at holding money. So you know, that's that fixed sort of element that's been playing through to you. And that does it also for on your relationship side here, where it comes down between the overall energies and your ideals of what's going on. You get that same fixed fire there, which is allowing you to use your wisdom, so you can have that confidence to install that Ace of Wands, that passion within your life, and really give you that sort of justice of living. On the other side, you have that cardinal air from Libra, as I said, very, very vibrant energy. And this is also here where you get the Four of Pentacles and the Moon connecting with the Ace of... My microphone's just dropped. And you get the Ace of Wands. So you're being very defined about how you put your passions into your material pathway. If you're looking at a job, be very clinical about what job you're going after. Make sure it's stimulating for you, and it takes you to a place that's much more happier, and it gives a lot more than just money to your life. And I think the mental air that's coming, that comes through you from Libra, allows you to express that and bring that from your depths, from all that air that's at the base of you, and that brings it all to the surface at the top and allows you to walk away to calmer shores. Okay, on the relationship side, this helps with that conversion into that new reality, into that Ace of Cups scenario, and that relationship side, Ace of Cups and the death and rebirth. That's helping you with that, stimulating that sort of area of your confidence within you, and that sort of fixed fire that's going between the Four of Pentacles and the Eight of Cups and Six of Swords. That's where you're getting a little bit more clinical about the things. You're starting to see things that you didn't see before. And you can really then start putting one foot in front of the other, because you've got that fixed fire within you. So let's just pull a few cards here to see what's going on. We're going to pull 2 cards on the relationship or emotional and spiritual side, and 2 cards on your material side, and just see what the influences of the sun, of how we can do this a little bit better, or how it can get the best out of your life for you. This is brilliant. On your relationship side, you get strength and temperance. Patience is a virtue. We don't like to hear it, but it's true. But it's also, here is like the strength to act after being patient. And I think this is where the Justice card comes into play. This is where the Emperor card comes into play, and the King of Swords with the Ace of Wands. This temperance, I think, this mulling over is done, I think patience is finished. You've now got to get on and hold true to yourself, and be strength and quiet those doubts that are within you. Okay, let's just see what's going on with the financial side and how it's trying to influence you on that side. Oh, you get the Ten of Wands. Yeah, I've got my deck upside down. Carrying too much. This is that whole sort of purification. It's the realization of this moment with the Devil card here. Yeah, I think here is, on your financial side, what the energy is trying to encourage you to do is really start seeing the things that you're just carrying too much of. And that's what I said about the Four of Pentacles and so forth. Now the Devil card is almost, you've got to be a little bit obsessive about it, and a little bit obsessive about the finer details, which you're incredibly good at, Virgo. Once you start doing that, I think this is where all of a sudden you do open up a whole new chapter for you in life, and it's going to be absolutely brilliant. Really, really nice for you, Virgo. So yeah, there you go. That's the solar flare reading for you. We will be doing more readings on the sun on Cymatic TV and seeing what the energy is doing, and that will also help us to sort of do the extended readings on the monthly readings according to the Astroflower for you as we go forward, because it's a developing story. You know, a monthly reading is something that there's tides, there's ebbs and flows in it, and this is where we try and help you to get the best out of the ebbs and flows of life. Thank you very much for being here. I hope you get the best out of these readings. I really do appreciate all the support you give to this channel, really do. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.